Hey Kiara, how's it going? Also, hey Nick and Icky, already in my chat. Lurking, waiting, ordering me to stop self-defaming preemptively. Gonna have to acknowledge I'm cute then. Okay. Do you wanna shout out Kiara? Okay, a shout out you shall have them. Idea if Nick and Icky are about, but I'll give them a shout out in a moment. How's things going anyway, Kiara? I've been enjoying your sort of just your general chatting streams about the books you've read lately. Icky, you've subscribed for 28 months. That, I believe, is multiple stream babies. Oh my god, Pathfinder. Exactly. Yeah, things are okay, just prepping for work. Yeah, sympathy to you. Monday's obviously my day off, but my days off are scattered, so I basically only get a Monday and a Wednesday. Really, book some more time off. Maybe go and visit my grandma. Oh, Kiara, could you just give Icky a shout out, please? I'll just get the rest of these links posted in Discord. Yeah, this weekend I was basically working a lot, and because it was super sunny, obviously the store was very busy. And quite a lot of people asking for age restricted stuff, so I had to ask for ID a lot. So of course I got yelled at quite a bit, but that's just life. And unfortunately, my very near, I was 6 days short of making it to the end of Pride Month without being called a slur, but some things are just not meant to be. Yeah, I've been catching a bit of Vicky's System Shock streams. I, I've heard very good things about the remake, but I've really got time to play it yet. I mean, I haven't even finished Resident Evil Remake. I mean, Resident Evil 4 Remake. And obviously, my dysphoria has been really bad lately for various reasons. So, yeah, I've actually been thinking of sort of rethinking my, how I style my hair. I mean, I usually wear it in a ponytail, but maybe I'll try and switch to sort of like a more of a bun or something. Especially now that I've had more hair. I mean, I have more hair. Icky, it's been 0 days since that universe has been a butt. Exactly. Garrett, that person was an ass. Yep, kind of were. Problem is, obviously, I have really bad face blindness, so I have to ID people more often than usual. And I think a few customers are starting to take it personally. I literally can't remember their faces. Kind of funny actually, because one of the CSAs is actually a psychology student, and he mentioned he'd written an entire paper on face blindness. Apparently, it's a very good go-to subject for psychology students. There's that. I mean, I basically bluffed my way through A-level psychology and sociology by just writing about video games a lot, but that's just me. Anywho, that's enough setup. How's it going, guys? I hope you're having a good Monday. Or as good as Monday gets. Not really made much progress on the years. I just don't think they'd look any different. Hey, Christy. Yeah, so that you probably haven't seen much difference, but I'm just sort of refining and smoothing this one out. And I'm hoping I'm going to be able to cast the mold this week. Today. Just going to start Pathfinder. Hey, Nick, how's it going? Can we get a shout out for Nick? Twitch, once again, did not start automatically because you were tabbed away. Oh, this is just how it goes sometimes. Okay, game capture. Specific window. Pathfinder Maker. Not capture the cursor. There we go. It's been quite the day for Nick, heck, but it's getting better. At least he didn't have work at the same time. Oh, that sucks. Nick, super sleepy today, but he spent most of yesterday asleep in the sun playing Pathfinder, so not bad all told. Oh yep, yesterday was a good session. Okay, so what was I doing? Oh yeah, we did a quick side quest in which the dwarf helped the other dwarfs with some adamantine golems. I'm pretty sure we're a lot weaker than the last time we fought them. I'm just going to travel back to the home base. And I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to head down to the south west of the map, where we're going to talk to the biological mother of our party's arcane trickster, and then we're going to travel north, the Magus, his family, because basically they both were sold into slavery as children, and I think they're due an explanation. Hey Nihilus, how's it going? Adly doodly indeed, Cybrino.
I decree we set up camp.
Would be nice, don't you think?
He actually gave this game a try, quite intimidatingly complicated at first, but you're enjoying it. Yeah, it's definitely one of those. Gets a lot more fun after first 5 hours or so games, which is kind of unfortunate, obviously. Where does... Oh yeah, Harrium's hangs around outside, doesn't he? Do I have any kingdom affairs to attend to? No, I don't think so. Oh yeah, I need to ask the storyteller about the cogwheels. Okay, they just get traded for gold. Notice you're going to get up in the morning, do a shower, do job applications, and you gossip at 1. Yeah, that's valid. Here you also like that you don't have to wait for a main menu camera to finish zooming in before you can click the options. Oh yeah, that is quite a nice feature actually. It's kind of fun that the title screen's interactable while it's still doing the animation. Actually really sort of sells that you're looking at a book, I guess. Oh yeah, how much loot do I have to get rid of? Too much. Okay, the unnatural robe. Oh yeah, we also bought some pirates who turned out to actually be merchants. We were and someone was trying to trick us into killing each other. Luckily, I taught my way out of that one. Oh yeah, Harry.
It's Ovi. Yes, I thought I was free of my past burdens when I accepted Grost's truths onto my heart. It is only now I've become truly free.
For those not aware, he is an edgyless atheist dwarf. Well, misotheist would be the correct term, I guess, since there's actual gods and he's very angry at them.
Brioche, do you know what dwarven creation has long begged to be destroyed? My connection to the 5 Kings Mountains and Torak. Hatred, resentment, some scraps of a sense of duty. All this time, I've been carrying such rubbish in my soul. The first thing that must be burned.
Basically, his whole thing was that he was inexplicably terrible at crafting things, which caused him to sort of turn on Torag, the sort of general dwarven god of crafting. But it turns out he's actually connected to a god called Drotus. Basically, sort of like the things have served their purpose, sort of guy. Like if something like say something that's been going a lot longer than it should be needs destroying, he can just do it. Yes, exactly, an angry-theist. Here you're still trying to figure out why people are so hostile to being ID'd. You guess if they don't have ID, they're either embarrassed or inconvenienced and want to vent that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. 90% of the time it's someone says they don't have ID on them. Obviously I can't really accept ID if they like a lot of them try to guess away with a photo of their ID on their phone and it's like no, I can't accept a photo. That misses the whole point. Nick Karim reminds you of the cleric from Pillars of Eternity who believes in his god but hates her with every ounce of his being. Yeah, I'll admit that's actually my favourite kind of paladin slash cleric. It's like, I suppose hatred and reverence are kind of the same, two sides of the same coin. You know what I'd actually love to do is run like an anarchist who worships the god of law, but in like I'm going to take your power and use it for my own ends sort of way. I suppose in Pathfinder mechanics that would make a good Inquisitor, but it's a shame Inquisitors kind of suck. And obviously they didn't pass through to 2nd edition anyway. Karim looks at you, or rather through you. His eyes seem to look into eternity.
Rumbling stones, clanging metal, rustling dust. You know Brioche. In the sound of the falling fortress, I heard the whisper of my god. But for once it was loud and clear. He said, oh, if only I could put through the revelation into words. If only you knew what I've seen. If only you could imagine.
Basically, I told him not to side with either the ghost that was controlling the golems, or the descendant of the ghost, who wanted to not get smashed. And he just sort of collapsed the entire fortress to the ground. Peter clenches his beard in his fist. There is wisdom in his wide open eyes like you've never seen before, and incredible depths of insanity.
All this is no coincidence, Brioche. our meeting, our battles, our future death. I'll never be able to share this wisdom with you, but I'll tell you one thing now. The gods themselves brought us together. From now until the end, my path lies with yours, and I shall not step away from it as long as I live.
Hey, Jonah. How's it going? I was enjoying a Final Fantasy 16 stream earlier. I think you said something about having work, so I hope that goes well. Icky. Okay, that photo looks under 21. Now I need 2 IDs. Yeah, I don't think I should do that. Like, I feel bad about having to ask for ID, but, like, say someone, even if it's someone I sort of know has a, even if it's sort of borderline or what have you. Like, if it was, yeah, even if it was a situation where maybe I could reasonably infer it, there's always the risk that someone who's doing a test purchase was behind them, and like if someone doing a test purchase sees me not IDing someone properly, then I can still get in trouble, even if I pass the test purchase, which is kind of ridiculous. But anyways, the chaotic neutral option, which is what I'd like to go for, is forgive me for letting these Stieg drag you into their squabbles. I should have sent them away at once. Okay, lawful good. We should have helped them retrieve the fortress. It was theirs by right. Lawful neutral. Why did you destroy it? That was a... Harem's like,
I'll destroy this very fortress.
and a lawful neutral character be like, but wait, that's illegal. I'd break the law. As if I'm not the person writing law in these here parts. Yeah, exactly, Icky. I could potentially get fined or locked up, as they're quite fond of reminding us. Like, we have to do retraining for ARS every year. It's just like a sort of a PowerPoint presentation. We log into a system and do a sort of a PowerPoint presentation, and then have to answer a few test questions to make sure we paid attention to it, or at least remember the stuff. Yeah, RIP to those other rulers, but I just write a law that says my nihilistic cleric can collapse as many ancient dwarven ruins as he likes. What else we got? Neutral. I don't care about the Stieg and their arguments, but I'm glad he got something out of this. Lawful evil. We should have helped the ghost. It could have been useful. And chaotic evil. Nice work destroying the fortress. It was fun to hear it rumbling, falling apart stone upon stone. I love how the chaotic evil options are just murder hobo options.
Don't apologise. I gave in to that vanity myself. In the end, it was for nothing. The covetous, proudlings were ridiculous and pathetic, but I still learned a lesson. I saw the shadow of a higher truth in their earthly dust. The fortress, the Stieg, they're just pinches of ash cast over the abyss.
So edgy.
Their fates mean nothing. All that matters is what I've realised, seen. No, I can't explain it. I can't pronounce the words of the truth, even though they may be imprinted forever in my soul. You're the one who brought me to this revelation, this insight. And so long as my feeble flesh and exhausted mind still serve me, you have my gratitude.
Ah, we're friends now. Okay, I'm actually just gonna double check he's not turned evil. Yep, still chaotic neutral. Well, anyway, next up is Rigongar and Octavia. I guess I'll probably have them both in my party and do their quest concurrently. I don't know, do I have any other companion quests? Oh yeah, so Lindsay... Okay, Lindsay, I need to wait. Jubilost, oh, Jubilost is nearby, but I'll do that afterwards. Tristian has a quest as well. Yeah, I'll do Octavia and Rigongar's first. And I've gone completely the wrong direction. Exactly, Kiara.
Law! You betrayed the law.
Can't really do Sylvester Stallone.
I did not betray the law.
Crazy that the sort of 1995 Judge Dredd was my main experience of the entire Judge Dredd franchise until Dredd came out. I mean, I read a few of the comics, but not really much else. Okay, accept. Okay, so Nick, you're not even sure Sylvester Stallone can do a Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, that's fair. Icky, you're very sad that when you saw that your actions caused Lindsay to set off with Smallman eyebrows at the start. Oh yeah? Oh yeah, I forget there was that whole bit at the start where you basically get your initial party selected based on your actions. I think the party members I lost were Yafal and Valerie. Yes, finally stopped calling her Valkyrie. And
I'm not afraid.
also I lost Kasai, but she does that by default, so not too much of an issue.
Stand down.
Okay, almost destroyed them before they exploded. Icky, most of your experience comes from that FPS game from the 2000s. Oh yeah, I think I played a PlayStation magazine demo of it.
Tear them apart!
Glad. Okay, still not quite. Ah, damn.
Serves you right.
Damn it. Kind of hoped I'd be able to kill them before they summoned a owlbear. Oh well. Octavia, what have you got? Activating the ancient hunt.
Consider me provoked.
Good old sneak attack. Okay, Rigongar.
I'll cut you!
You know what? I'm not messing about. Maximized fireball. Can you imagine if Rose could sneak attack with fireball?
They go down!
I'm just gonna burn these guys. I may have miscalculated by sending Lindsay ahead. Oh no.
What a miserable last chapter.
Okay, what else we got? Okay, we'll cast haste here. Nick, Rogue going ahead and getting killed. Perish the thought. I mean, Lindsay is the bard, I'll have you know.
Die for me!
You offend me.
Anyway, someone a bit more suited to charging ahead. Nick, Pathfinder bards must be very different to 5e then. Where they're a backline support class. Nope, they are. I'm just very bad at it. I'm just not a very wise woman. At all.
This is for you. You think that hurt?
Bleed for me.
And yeah, Ragongar's very edgy, as you might have noticed. Hey Dennis. She's trying to get them. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to get Lindsay out of her comfort zone. Build a character. You know what I like is Lindsay's basically narrating this story, so we know she probably doesn't die at the end. And she's literally got a basically an item that means she can't die. She just gets teleported to safety. I mean, wonder if this means there's an ending where everyone dies, where Lindsay still survives somehow. Wow, you're a terrible shot.
I'll fight if I have to.
Oh yeah, I think what I really need to just double check is if anyone has any spells they need to whip. Let's see. Got a spare slot here. Take break enchantment. Gongar's a spontaneous caster. Yep, Octavia, you'll just have Fireball. Controlled Fireball. Yeah, I forgot she has Dragonkind now. That's going to be so cool. Let's just take all this loot. And we're done. Notice your first homebrew campaign at one point the fighting gnolls on the road, and the bard gets first turn and charges a lot. Next time you reveal there are gnoll snipers at the corners of the map. You hadn't noticed. Bard didn't even get down, but it was a fun moment. Yeah, those gnolls and their snipers. Like in our first session, which wasn't streamed for Nick's campaign. Apparently I have an ability called Procure Rations. Okay. It doesn't work outside of dungeons, so that's not that helpful. Yeah, basically, there was basically literally a gnoll encounter with snipers, but we spotted the gnolls.
Shaping up nicely. We just have to try a little harder tomorrow. If I wrote a true account of our battles, people will think we're a bunch of amateurs. Would it hurt to strike a heroic pose now and then, Rigongar? You grump.
Enough about your hero, guy, what's-his-face, alright, Lindsay? It's just a story. No one can be that good. Only idiots and dead men flourish when they fight. Stop with the nonsense already.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. So my rogue basically more or less established her character by climbing a tree, stabbing a gnoll in the back, and then kicking him out of the tree before finishing him off the next round with a shot from her bow. It was actually kind of funny because I rolled grounded assuming she actually had a bit of a axe to grind with gnolls, but my plan was going to be that she basically kingdom stuff. She'd basically be all cheerful and nice most of the time. Then gnolls would show up and she'd basically go into a rage. But obviously the first thing was gnolls, so that happened. Icky starts I mean to go on, turning gnolls into nulls. Yeah, Grounded could have never been a ranger because she can't stand hard on grassy knolls.
I need to catch my breath.
happened. Defender of the forest. Okay, evil druid guy. Want to deal with them yet?
My strength betrays me.
Oh, let's camp then.
What is that? Chocolate? Yummy! Why not share it with the others?
Quiet, quiet. No way. They're all right as they are.
Wow, Gongar. I mean, Gongar. I thought you'd become chaotic neutral. Okay, Pitax we go. A whole army of mean-looking guards awaited us at the Pitax's gates. They were led by a pompous buffoon named Walsh Calloway, a Pitaxian magistrate no less.
Leave now, your highness. King Ivarati's orders,
he said. We looked at each other and told Walsh we need to discuss a few things with him regarding the river pirates.
The river pirates are Pitax's concern, not yours. You would do better to mind your own kingdom, your highness.
Walsh said, taking a step backwards to be closer to his soldiers. Realising we wouldn't get anything else from him for now, we politely asked Walsh to let us enter. Alas, one can't get anything in this life without the help of mere politeness. The magistrate didn't even bother answering, but his eyes grew even more impudent, and the smile more contemptuous. Then we... Okay, so I guess we can't do these quests yet. That's kind of annoying. Exactly, Nellis. Gongar's chaotic possessive.
I need to catch my breath.
Oh yeah, we're immune to poison now. Project complete. Divine protection from poison. Provides immunity to poisons in claimed regions. Okay, only 16% of a chance to succeed, but you never know.
Tell me, my Octavia.
Reg, I don't want to yell at you again. I'll just tell you calmly for the 500th time, don't call me that.
Yeah, as you said, said, Nihilus, he's chaotic possessive. I'd have thought he might have stopped that now that he's chaotic neutral instead of chaotic evil, but yes, finally Octavia can use her spell.
I'll scout ahead.
Greater skeletal champion.
Here.
Okay. let's go green. But that she's still stealthed. And she still gets sneak attack. Okay, who's next? You're very amused by the idea of a dragon doing the tippy toes walk. Yep, this is why it's very funny to ensure a dragon, a rogue can transform into a dragon. That was easy. I was wondering why she was moving so fast, then I realised that she's unstealthed as well as boosted. Okay, let's just appreciate the dragon animation. Can you cancel it? Guess not. Oh, she's just going to spend 10 minutes on the road as a dragon, I guess. Icky. A survivalist whose combat style is invoking insanity in their opponents. A D-ranger, if you will. Amazing. Here's my stream now. Yeah, that's weird. Am I still live? Okay, nope, all good. Yeah, I guess the app's just being weird. Okay, opening and closing it fixed it. Hey, whatevs. Okay, so we need to go to the Sharp Fangs tribal camp. Charred ruins.
I need to catch my breath.
Yeah, the reason I wanted Octavian Ragongar in.
So dreary. I want to punch someone so hard.
Easy, Amiri. There's no one to fight here, nor any reason to. I could read you something for fun if you like.
Yeah, the reason I have both of them in my party is because I assume them going to get unique dialogue on their each other's quests. Okay. Yeah, if anyone wants to look up if I can have to wait before I can enter Pitax, feel free, by the way. Because I imagine the story is going to take me there, because it's looking like Ivaroti is going to be an antagonist of some sort. Okay, something bad happened here. Inged, son of Shatterer. Everyone just sneaking into place. In the dry grass, you can barely make out signs that people once lived here. Burned bits of tents, rusty swords, rain-washed bones. Half-orc is the only living soul among desolation. Wrapped in a charred mantle, he sits on the ground, devouring a raw rabbit and tossing the bones to a dog lying at his feet. He squints as you approach, but he doesn't reach out for any weapons.
Who's there? No one comes by here anymore. I'm Ragongar, son of the Sharkfangs tribe, and they sold me into slavery. Where are the Sharkfangs? You're looking at them.
The old man points to the bones scattered along the ground.
All there, elders to children. Just me left of the Sharkfangs. Well, me and you.
Who are you?
Inged, son of Shatara, and the last of the Sharkfangs tribe. Got nowhere to go, and my hand's been feeble a long time. I sit here and eat whatever coal brings me, waiting for some kind of person to pass me by and help an old man bury all these bones. But no one comes here. Must think it's a cursed place. And they're right.
Tell me about your tribe.
Our tribe was always stronger, braver, and more valiant than the other tribes. Know why? We had a tradition, mixing our blood with orc blood. Orc power with human prowess. We took the best of both.
Okay. Nope. No. Bad game. I know you're trying to be edgy, Pathfinder, but no.
No room for weaklings in the tribe. Weak children were either left in the field or sold to someone from the city. You say you're sold, must have been sickly. What could without do for the tribe? Don't blame us for your own weakness.
Okay, this guy's kind of a dick. As Ragongar clenches his fists, Octavia places a hand on his shoulder. Easy now, let him finish. What happened to the Sharkfangs?
Dead. All dead. Chieftain's son destroyed them. See, Chieftain Agden, may he feast eternally with Gorum, didn't want anyone else's kid to become chieftain after him, so he needed an heir with incredible power. That's why he chose Gra, the Dragon Eye, to bear his children. She was a mighty orc warrior who scorched her enemies with lightning. Boasted of having dragons in her family.
So she was a sorceress, big whoop.
She demanded a lot of gold for it, but she delivered more than she promised. She had not one child. Twins.
Nolas, you're fighting Molduga. What's the question about Pitax? Oh, well, we just went over to it and basically we weren't allowed to enter and do the side quests. So I'm wondering if I have to wait for a certain story beat or I can do them. Because there's 2 side quests now. One's a companion side quest.
Ungund thought for a while on what to do, then wisely decided that a tribe doesn't need 2 chieftains. Sold the weaker one to someone from the city to get back to some of the gold.
Oh, Ragongar has sorceress. Is a dragon blood sorcerer. So I guess that's the weaker one.
Get back some of the gold he spends. Started raising the second one. Stragar to be our new chieftain. The boy was alright. Deft, cunning, strong. And he knew how to use dragon charms. Could strike an elk with lightning from his hands when he was knee-high. But there must have been too much orc and dragon blood in him. And too little human. Older he got, the more, well, you know.
The old man knocked on his head with a bony knuckle.
Had a temper like a dragon. Something went wrong, he'd start fighting right off. Couldn't tell his tribe folk from strangers, and would shoot lightning at the tiniest provocation. Was always cocky with his father too. Called him names, screaming about how the chieftain sold his brother, saying he'd look for him and return to the tribe. In a word, crazy. Anyone else would be happy with the chieftain's mantle, the one I read right now. Anyone else would be happy to getting the mantle, especially with no rivals for it. But he was stubborn, wanted his brother back, no matter what. Then one time, Agden grew tired of Stargar's whims, decided to teach him a lesson, as a father does. Knocked him a couple of times with a long rod, and that was it. Boy screamed like the hells and his eyes flared blue. Started shooting lightning all around. It was terrifying. I still see it in my sleep. Flame, smoke, lightning everywhere, tents burning one after another. I was too old to fight, so I hid behind a hillock to stay out of the way. Some of the others, they went at him with swords and they all died. No one survived. Even the little ones were burnt alive. Took as good as he gave though. Died of wounds soon after, and that was the end of the shark fangs.
Well, damn. Ronkar's just learned that his twin brother completely massacred the remainder of the tribe he was a member of and died of his wounds. Notice, what was that? Look at me, I'm a king party called again? I forget. I think it was just coronation or something. Hey Keith, how's it going? You back home yet? Rigongar looks at the bones scattered in the grass, baffled.
Brother?
He sounds like a nice guy. Best in his tribe. A lot like you. Wish I could have met him. You for real, Octavia?
Me too.
What do you say, Rigongar?
Oh, what does this say?
Half-orc looked across the bones scattered in the grass.
Lend me a hand here. Let's give these jerks a proper burial at least.
I guess we just buried everyone. You arrived back up this morning about 5 AM. Fair enough. Yeah, you got to get to work. Okay. Hope your shift goes well, and thank you as always for dropping by.
That, Yustagar's brother, chieftain's second son. Oh, this is yours then.
The odd man drops the charred mantle from his shoulders, holding it out to Rigongar.
Right might be gone. The chieftain's mantle is yours by right.
After a moment of hesitation, Rigongar accepts the mantle. Item received, cloak.
Thanks, old man. May the gods grant their souls peace.
Rigongar looks at you.
Let's go. Nothing left to do here.
Half-orc turns and walks away from the burnt settlement without looking at anyone. Okay, what's the cloak then? Guard mantle. +6 resistance, bonus to all saving throws, immunity to fear and confusion effects. All spells of electricity cast by the wearer inflicts an additional 1 point per damage die. Okay. Wow, that didn't add much, did it? Guess we'll just loot this long dead tribe stuff. Rigongar doesn't mind. Keith, there is a weird sleep on. Yeah, I guess it's cut. Well, I guess you could potentially wake up in another time zone. Notice this game is effing unnavigable. It's like talking to a neurotypical in a bad mood. 10,000 rules and timings and everyone is opaque and unjustifiable. Yeah. Do you mean Pathfinder or this specific CRPG based on it? Because to be fair, the answer is still yes. Yes, it's a claimed region, isn't it? kind of curious about that, to be honest. So I'm going to take a look. Before I do that, let's see what this is about. Changelings. Terrified parents swear that someone is taking their children, leaving something else in their place. Surely these pale, dark-haired girls with huge eyes could be nothing other than changelings, the offspring of hags. Where are the real children? They must be found at once and the kidnapping stopped. Okay. Ryongar can't do a thing.
I need to catch my breath. I decree we set up camp.
My friends, we had a glorious feast after the coronation, but I'd still like to propose another toast to our friend. To you, our leader, may your kingdom stand for 1,000 years.
To you. You deserve it.
Keith, you did move time zones. Finland is a time zone to the east. Yep, sorry, anti-changeling hatred. Bro, this is very hard for you. To be fair, changelings and Pathfinder are completely different to in 5th edition D&D. In Pathfinder, they're basically they don't have any shape-shifting abilities. They're just basically sort of like the embryonic form of a hag. So in 5th edition, hags basically eat a child and regurgitate out a well, it looks like the same child, but it's basically become a hag. So when the child turns 13, they basically just start metamorphosizing into one. But with changelings, it's more that they basically they'll sort of start hear voices in their head, and they can not become a hag, but there'll be sort of a ritual they'll be compelled to try and do, unless they resist it. And yeah, that is kind of bringing back a sort of a prejudice, isn't it, no less? With first edition, Pathfinder, I need to reiterate, was trying very hard to be edgy, even if it improved a lot in certain other ways. Anyway, let's check out the Ridden spell. Where apparently there's more rain than you.
The dangers don't frighten you. Aha. I see something.
As you say? So far. Okay, that looks unusual. Hey Anne, how's it going? Icky, in fairness, let's not forget when they try to invade the Alpha Quadrant through the, wrong franchise. Guess which Star Trek you've been watching? First 9 guesses don't count. Okay, I'm guessing it was Deep Space related. Yeah, and you're tired, but okay. Oh, I hope you're resting for whatever it was that made you tired then. Okay, we've got a portal. Oh, into the first world we go.
I'll share my path.
Okay, good. This is a fairly small area. I like how you can just stop, when you do a side quest or something, you can stop and just explore a few areas that just have their own inbuilt. Lady of Shallows. Okay. Damn it, Ragongar.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration. Away, you rascal!
Okay, Octavia, does she have those arrows still? Yes. Perfect.
Consider me provoked.
It doesn't help much if she misses. Natural one, of course. Keith, where's the blue portal? Can't have an orange one without a blue one. Oh well, we emerged from that one, obviously. Well, actually no, you can, because in the D&D movie. Okay.
Stand down.
Oh, that's not good. Oak of Dreams. Great.
This is for you.
Okay, we're doing pretty decent damage here. Lindsay got Dispel Magic. That wasn't what I was hoping for.
You offend me. Fall, you knave. I'll fight if I have to.
Okay, Miri's about awake again. That means I get sneak attack again. Perfect. Icky, you were at, and you were indeed talking about Deep Space 5, Icky. Okay, let's loot her. Roll of Controlled Fireball. Ooh, ancient leather covered pardon me, scrap.
This is my time to shine.
Anything else around here? Guess we're done. And the moral of the story is, strange women living in ponds are no basis to end a government. Nick. Star Trek SG-1, Babylon 5, The Phantom Menace, The Wrath of Spock, Star Trek Enterprise Java, Star Trek Reloaded, Space Mission Impossible, Stars Attacks, Battlestar Galactica. My god, Nick. Yeah, I'm kind of curious about this bog. Actually, stop. Look around here. Nope, okay.
I need to catch my breath.
Wrath of the Forest. Why is it always the woodcutters?
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Okay, that didn't there. Lindsay is terrified. The bard raised an awful commotion in the castle. It's time to learn what's happened. Yep, guess we'll head back to the castle and then we're going to do a Jubilost side quest in the cave from Luna's map.
Why don't we set up camp?
Yeah.
Octavia, why do you always primp your hair, huh? Why the hell you need to? Where are you going to charm here? Trolls or something?
Everyone has their little weaknesses. I like to look pretty. I didn't get a chance to do it much in the slave camp.
Keith, you forgot Fogscape and Firefox. Of course. Well, Licky, I said no basis for ending a government, because that's kind of what they're trying to do here. The fair are all against me. Icky and Lexbox. Yeah, Lex was strange. I mean, it was kind of like, yes, success. It was basically like if someone took Farscape and made it extra, well, someone saw Farscape and decided it needs to be extra horny. Okay, if Al's got a 40% chance of succeeding, that's better than 0. You haven't delved into Lex, but your understanding was also horny Farscape.
I need to catch my breath.
Well, one of the subplots was the fact that the sort of original character, well, sorry, the female lead, this whole deal was that she was basically raised to be sort of like a, well, basically raised as a sort of a bride, rejected by her would-be suitor, and then she was about to be basically brainwashed into what was effectively a sex doll, but she was spliced with I can't remember what they were called, but they were some sort of horrible desert creature that was just the go-to really nasty animal you didn't want to get involved with, which gave her superpowers, also an incredibly high sex drive, and the running gag was that she only had the whole the cast was basically a robot who was really annoying, and the main character, who was a loser and an assassin, he was asexual because he was literally a corpse. Keith, that old accidentally mixing up of tapes for sex boss and murder monster. Happens all the time at the brainwashing clinic. Yeah, basically. Oh, anyway, Lindsay's angry about something. Lindsay's eyes glitter and her nostrils flare with rage, but for some reason she speaks in a whisper. Such insolence. Such unthinkable, monstrous, unimaginable insolence. Okay, this is how I react when people reject my headcanons. What's up, Lindsay? Is someone trying to say Samus around sis? The throne. The royal throne. Lindsay stops whispering and silently points her finger to the far side of the throne room. Did they steal my favourite chair? Actually, how? How? I'm furious about my... Okay, I'm angry they stole my fancy chair, but again, how? Was it like an IKEA foldable one? Icky, as short fuse the Cybernick proved, brainwash first, give pass second. Oh yeah, that's a character from the Sonic the Hedgehog comics, isn't it? The next sci-fi character you're playing is going to be the opposite of that. Someone going in for Space Marine brainwashing and actually getting the diplomat brain tapes. Heck yeah. Yeah, exactly. Instant chaotic evil mode activated. Icky, I'm not mad, I'm impressed. And mad. Yeah, that's the full range of emotions are reflected in this. I can either have, this is unexpected, what happened here? Or, who did this? Yeah, I'm gonna go for what happened here. Insidious, shameless robbery. That's what happened here. Who would even think to break into the royal chambers? In fact, our case is blatant and extraordinary, but hardly exceptional. Word on the street is the local population has become sick and tired of thieves. They break into people's homes, bypass the locks and latches, and steal everything they can. Now the scum has the guts to meddle with royal property. Sort this out before they steal the whole kingdom one brick at a time. Sorry, that was just a perfect mental image. Just like, that's some absolute freefall nonsense. Notice they just snuck under cover of night, got one quickling under each foot, and bucketed off with it. Exactly, Nick. Just a classic prank. More of the bucket about to happen. Notice Yan Tan Tetherer. I don't guess it. I assume that's a reference. Keith, next fantasy character, is literally going to be someone who steals bricks, buildings one brick at a time, just as a hobby. Oh yeah, sort of like how Wimes once said he was saving up for an entire house. During downtime, just removes a single item from a specific building, rebuilds it outside town. Notice the Knack McFeagles when they steal a cow. Nick, Yan Tan Tetherer is an old Northern English sheep counting method. Oh yeah. Nick, you're at the nexus of information to know that. And I probably should have known that, being a sort of a Midlander. And we need to get back your throne. It's shameful. Lindsay regains control of herself and continues in a low whisper. I really hope your people here won't go wagging their tongues and spreading filthy rumours. In your opinion, where should I begin this investigation? You should start with interrogating potential witnesses. I think the captain of the guard was in the past when it happened. He was the one who discovered the throne was missing, at least. Then you should go to the city. I heard the smith was robbed recently too. Maybe he can give you some clues. Also, if I were you, I'd talk to the trader. You might have some hints as to who may be selling stolen goods. And one more thing. If you visit the innkeeper, you're better to glean information from many troubled locals find themselves in need of a shoulder to cry on. Oh, if I manage to catch this thief. Lindsay shakes her head. Whatever your upcoming plans were, retrieving the throne must be your top priority. I dread to think how loud our neighbours will laugh if they learn of this disgrace. What are my guards doing? Okay, drop my phone. Keith is the chaotic good bard suddenly investigating the property crime. Okay, I'm just gonna take this corset off because I'm freaking melting. No less. If the Smith's anvil is what's been stolen, it has to be the Feagles somehow. Good point. Nick, you're doing the wiki page. Or, Edero and Bumfit. On Catty's variants word for 18. In Yantan Tethera. As Southwest England and then also Dorset, besides the latter being the former. We're nothing but pig-headed contrarians. Yep. There's no greater rival in an English town than whoever comes from the next town over. Okay, I think I might regretted my assumption that it was cooler today because I am actually getting quite warm. But yeah, I'll keep going for a while. Yeah, if the throne was stolen with you sitting on it, things would be much worse. That's not much. Oh, I should have read this from the start. Lindsay flings her arms up. Well, you weren't on the throne at the time it was stolen, right? Our guards are trained to guard people, not furniture. Bard gives you a faint smile. Sure, if the throne was stolen with you still sitting on it, things would be much worse. That's not much consolation, though. Owlcat, make that a quest. You cowards. Okay, time to get going. Has the game locked up? The game's locked up. Error, object reference instance not set to instance of an object at Kingmaker. Okay, that's not good. Let's try starting the game again. No, listen, it wasn't thieves, it was a wizard using animate objects for a lark. Whoops. Whoops indeed. Exactly. The null reference zone attacks. Okay, let's hope this works this time. See you in a bit, Nellis. Okay, wait, I realised our cat's logo is literally an owl and a cat. Is the game glitching out because I questioned its creators? Okay, so far so good. It's not giving me the same error message. Okay, cool. I'm fine again. Yep. Gonna try and find the scrap of leather. Yeah, where's we go? So I need to talk to the captain of the guard, blacksmith, and the city trader. Okay, so this is part of War of the River King, so it's probably plot related. Okay. Who's the captain of the guard again?
How may I serve you, Your Highness?
Okay, that guy has voice lines. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go speak to Octavian. Well, I'm gonna speak to Ragongar about his loyalty mission. Ragongar looks at the city below, dazed.
Well, it's over. No accusations, no spitting in their faces, no big fight. Just a pile of scorched bones and some stupid story from an old fart.
Okay, so the chaotic neutral option is just the same sarcasm Octavia was going with. Lawful and neutral, you should have sold the old man and turned the old man in for slave trading. I mean, to be fair, that is a good idea. Yeah, I'll go chaotic neutral here. Your brother seems to have been a fine lad. Wish he was still here with us.
Me too. But there's no helping that now. We'll just have to get drunk for the peace of his soul sometime.
I suppose to be fair, he did lash out after being mistreated, so that's fair.
It's a shame I couldn't meet my brother, of course, but he's in Pharasma's hands now. Just like the rest of them. Buried and, well, no, not forgotten. I'll remember this. just left behind. I don't waste time looking for lessons in everything like Lindsay does. But if any conclusion can be drawn from this story, it's this. Let's not screw our lives like these pieces of shoot did. You're my tribe. You, Octavia, the rest of our crazy gang. I don't need anyone else.
28,800 experience. Not quite enough to level up though. Here's another. Yeah, I'm in the hundreds of thousands for leveling up right now. Okay, still chaotic good. Serving me? Where's my bloody throne? Oh yeah, the captain of the guard's over here, isn't he? Captain of the guard nods at you.
Your Highness.
Lindsay said it was you who discovered the throne was missing? The captain grows gloomy.
Yes, Your Highness.
Keeps silence for a moment and continues, obviously embarrassed.
Actually, Your Highness, please don't think me a fool or a drunkard. As I walked into the throne room, at first I thought it was a vision, and I didn't think much of it. Well, I thought I saw your throne in the corridor, and it was running away.
Okay, if Nolus's theory turns out to be true.
Not by itself, of course. I just couldn't see who was carrying it. Perhaps someone really tiny had got underneath it, and how they ran. It seemed the throne turned the corner by itself, but the sight was strange beyond belief. I thought it was simply too tired. I was simply too tired and started seeing things. A moment later, when I discovered it was really missing, I rushed after it, but it vanished into thin air. Maybe it was, magic.
Yeah. Strange how that keeps going up in this setting. Right then. The blacksmith. I'll be Verdal. Have you heard anything about the thefts plaguing the city? Verdal frowns.
Heard, Your Highness, I myself am the victim of these thieves. Stole my tools right from under my very nose. I was in the backyard getting coal for the furnace, heard some noise inside, ran in, and the thief jumped right into a magic portal and vanished. Didn't even get a good look.
Okay, do you know where stolen goods are sold? Asaf squints cunningly.
Oh, very polite. You do not ask me directly, but no, I'm not involved in such shady dealings, although the local traders sometimes claim otherwise.
Some say that anything that's lying about was stolen in the city, but then cannot be found for sale.
You're not the first to ask after stolen goods. Many hope to find on the black market what precious things were stolen from their homes, but alas, it would seem the thieves have their own ways of getting rid of the stolen goods.
Keith, just picturing the monarch of a nation kicking down the door of every tradesperson and shouting, "Oi, where's my bloody throne?" Who else is left? I think it's just the barkeep. Yeah, off to the bar then. When it was this? Oh, okay, it's in the next. Oh, hey, Tristan, how's it going? You see my throne? Yeah, before I continue, just going to equip Rigonga.
share my path.
Oh, thanks for the hydrate, Nellis. Also, welcome back. I like how the player character walks behind the bar. Speak to Alina. I heard there's been a number of thefts in town. Do you know anything about it? Of course I heard about it, Your Highness. Many houses have been robbed, and here's what's strange. No picked locks, no broken windows. How did the scoundrels get inside, huh? Those thieves of real masters are getting into other people's houses, and they steal whatever they find. At one house they stole the silverware, and another left the money, but took the children's toys. Strange thieves. I should go. New event, tracking the throne thief.
How cute!
Hey, we have to wait for the throne to appear for sale. Why not? Hey, it's this guy. Extinguisher. Oh, and the posture check, Nils, thank you. Okay, tracking the throne thief. 60 bloody days. Okay, let's ask the citizenry then. Okay, I guess I'll... I don't know why I went that way, but... yeah, I should probably sell that stuff, shouldn't I? Yeah, I might need to end a bit earlier than usual, cause, again, warm. I like how they've gone for a sort of simlish chatter. Keith. Am I? It's the Queen. I'm honoured your height. So you're selling how many swords? 3 bows, a book, a potion of something, and a wedge of cheese? I mean, that's just life. To be fair, they know the Queen's an adventurer, so they should expect it. We'll shelve those 2. At those 2. And it's time to go investigate a mysterious mystery. From 15 hours, it's only a day's walk. Power of blood. Renowned hematomancer. An alchemist who studies blood. Did you lost? These experiments best be ethical. Tau Kitty! She's that's been in the court jester's pack for 2 weeks, no less.
Head down. Move quiet.
This is my time to shine.
Okay, time for some instant comment. Okay, no, Octavia's not in the party. Knock knock. Go stab it.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Well then.
I'll share my path.
And that's the end of that chapter. Oop, achievement unlocked. Survivor. Exactly, Keith. Lol. The Mao. From the map. Let's go. Okay, one of those caves, eh?
Head down, move quiet. Ready to stab.
Blue paint. We can paint your faces, your hair, your clothes. Do you see that? Somewhere at the end on one of the walls near the entrance in blue paint. Won't help. We'll bleach you on the inside, not the outside. And not the end. We'll open this door. I made it. She'll get us back home. You will. We shouldn't have agreed to this game. Now we'll never be able to return. Ever. Okay, so... Eyes ghost. Flickering shadow stands before you, trembling and chanting something indistinct. In its silhouette, you barely recognise the figure of a gnome girl dressed in rags. No, no, we need to try again. The door will open. I promised them. I promised. Who are you, ghost? The ghost seems to not pay any attention to you. I promised them. I promised them. Open this door to return everyone home. Bursting into a long bleak laugh, the ghost makes a move as if she wants to run away, then freezes and gives you an eerily attentive look. Who am I? I'm Zai, a wizard. I'm the one who brought everyone here. This place. Once the Lantern King himself opened a gate for Mr. Minion Lugarian here. He abandoned this road. I thought I could open the portal again, or ask for help from an eldest. Return all of us home. I was wrong. The door didn't open. We all lost colour. One by one. So you're one of the gnomes from the first world? What happened to you? The ghost lets out a strange sound. Half moan, half dull laughter. I lived a long, long life there, in the first world. Many long lives. I travelled, I created, I danced on the edge of the abyss, and fell into the clouds. I died to be born again, with none of my strength and skills, with all the memories of the ones I'd seen. Eternity can be tedious, even for a soul that's forever young. Many older gnomes suffered it even before we knew what the bleaching was. Sooner or later, there's not enough novelty anymore. So we all grew fascinated with a new game, death. One of the elders created it. Of course he was just borrowing it based on his observations of the tree gods. He drew a string from the River of Souls and created his own little circle of births, deaths and judgments, imitating the almighty Pharasma. He judged the souls that he owns and determined their further paths. It was so new, so exciting. So many gnomes volunteered. If not us, then who? But then, those who take from the gods of death must be ready for the consequences. The Lady of Graves brought her wrath on this creative eldest. He was stripped of his power and forever doomed to serve her in court. And we gnomes, we were torn from the first world and bound to the River of Souls, like all creatures of the material plane. Thereafter we lived like the rest, died like the rest, and learned all the pain of the bleaching. Our game had become our reality, and no longer could we tire of its fun and return to another one. Yeah, that's got to be the darkest reverse isekai I've ever heard of. But how? It's all so sad. My thoughts are scattered, crying all over.
Does he not take much to squeak?
Let go of me, you little animal.
You call this punishment? You should see what Mother of Monsters does to wrongdoers. Off with their arms and legs, and replace your hinds.
Dupalos looks at the ghost, shaken. It seems to be one of the rare moments that the gift of speech is lost to him.
But this is not how I supposed it happened. Respected Zai, I understand your condition is not allowed for long conversations, but perhaps you could tell me.
The ghost listened to him with eerie attention. Of course I could. I could do many things. I tried many ways to open the portal. Everything except a sacrifice. A little blood would come in handy. Uh-oh. I don't like the way this conversation's going.
Thunder charged forwards. Hey, wait for me.
Okay. Okay, they've got good reflex saving throws. Noted. Okay. Gonna haste. Inspire greatness. No one appears to have suffered from shaken or anything. Okay, panics. Okay, should have used oh well. It's gonna be annoying. That should do it.
Knock knock used to lighting enemies on
Oh, for
fire.
goodness sake, I thought that reversed it. Icky, I cast panic on myself often. Nihilist, you going to try ear-splitting bugwork? Or do you reckon they're immune to fear or whatever it does? It's a distinct possibility, you know? What? Okay, it's immune. Great.
Serves you right.
Okay, knock knock. To this. Okay, at least they're fleeing in roughly the same direction now. Okay, 5 rounds. Not going to be able to rely on them. Icky, have I been playing it turn-based the whole time? You think you're far too used to real-time Warcraft mode? Yeah, to be honest, I'm kind of surprised anyone finds it playable in real-time mode. Literally the only time I switch to it is to undo glitches.
Bring it!
Okay, Lindsay, do you have remove fear? Yes.
May I suggest another way to use this spell?
Yeah. There we go.
Be easier
Now you're
if you
for
knock
it.
right back.
Stand down.
Yeah, they're immune to sneak attack, aren't they? Zaya's ghost freezes, holds herself by the shoulders and sways back and forth, repeating over and over. I promised, I promised, I promised. The host.
That's a rather foolish performance, little ghost. You've staged a fine series of foolish performances. Playing the game of death, contacting an eldest not known for his mercy, trying to open a door that leads nowhere. But who are we addressing? Greetings, Brioche, and of course you, the most persistent of researchers. We see you solved our riddle.
Jubilos folds his hands on his chest. We did. I might still fail to understand why you sent us a long way round, instead of just telling us everything from the beginning. Need to ask why. You're dealing with a freaking Fae.
Some truths must be discovered to be known, or seen with your own eyes.
The host nods at a pile of the gnome bones and the shivering ghost. Is what Zai told us true?
About the game of death and Pharasma's punishment? Yes. One of our eldest brothers thought he could steal from a deity, and the gnomes that answered his call thought they could play at death. Death decided otherwise.
Is there any way to change what happened and help the gnomes?
If there is, we know nothing of it. The eldest can do many things, but, as you both know, it's not enough to confront a deity, especially one such as Pharasma. We have learnt our lesson, and we do not play with the toys of others. Does that mean that all of this was in vain? Of course not. The journey is often more important than the destination. Be satisfied with the secret you have won.
Dear can simply be satisfied with something I'll bleach. You say we learnt our lesson? So you're one of the eldest, host? You hear laughter from under the hood.
Oh, we're tired of answering the question, and of the many others that follow it. Ask us again next time. Especially since next time will be one of the first times for us.
Why are you here?
The right question at last. As I suspect you've realised, there's no way to save all the gnomes from the bleaching. You cannot return them to the First World to restore their connection to their homeland, and even if there were a sufficiently desperate and powerful creature ready to do it, their actions would not be looked upon mercifully by the Lady of the Graves. Though it cannot be done for all, it can still be done for one. We're ready to offer this gift as a token of our appreciation for your exciting adventure and your solution to the riddle. You hear, Sir Jubilost? You personally may be reconnected with the First World. You won't be entirely protected from death for your reign of Galarian, but you will be forever spared from the bleaching. Whenever you visit the First World, which were where you desire passionately, then you'll be as immortal as any Fae.
Jubilos fixes his glasses nervously. Yes, the only chink is a nonchalant facade.
If this gift cannot help the whole gnome race, then I have no need of it. Of course, I'm not immune to vanity. I've always been ready to share the burden of mortality with others who bear it on their shoulders. I'll even keep wearing these stupid glasses. I'll survive out the immortality of the First World and face the bleaching when it comes, as all gnomes have done before me.
Notice the impression you've got from people talking about WoW and MMOs with raids in general is that they're good enough for nothing but giving you grey hairs. Yeah, they are quite stressful. Okay, what have we got? Lawful good, you're doing the right thing, Jubilos. Principles are principles. Neutral, this is one of the most important decisions of your life. Do what you think is right. Chaotic neutral, don't refuse. Principles are principles, but this is an incredibly rare gift. It would be good for you and good for all of us, especially since we're here. Neutral, leave the option to ask for it instead. I'm gonna go neutral here. Because I don't really want to interfere with his sort of choices.
I'll hold on to my first instinct. I do not need this gift. We aren't easily surprised, but you managed it. Very well, a rejection is a rejection, but the gifts of the eldest are not so easy to withdraw from the world. They must find an owner somewhere, one way or another. So what should we do? To whom shall we grant what has been promised?
Maybe the gift will help Zay. That exhausted ghost deserves some peace. Or to some random gnome who's dying of the bleaching. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I think Zay.
That's a worthy idea. What do you say, host? Can you grant the ghost peace instead of giving me your mere mortality and everything that goes along with it? 1,000-year-old insane ghost again? Well, why not? Will we do much more than simply give her peace? You'll be surprised how little difference there is between nowhere and here and now. She will open her door just where she was always meant to be. You have rejected the gift. You have lost Narfroppel, but we will not leave you without any reward at all. We offer you a trifle, the chance to sometimes glimpse eternity in the corner of your eye just as we do. Now you can remember the history of things. Those who wander searching for mysteries and ancient relics may find this skill useful. And now, farewell. When you finally succumb to the bleaching, you may remember this moment. I wonder what you'll think then. Only time knows.
I can't believe it. I can feel it again. The first world. Our home. I don't know if I can save you from death, my friends, but at least we'll all die at home. Exactly. There's the orange portal.
What troubles you?
And that's the end of that chapter, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna do some, Oh wait, do I have any other quests? Oh yeah, I've got...
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Okay, can't do anything about this. Oh, can't you do anything?
I decree we set up camp.
Okay, so next up we need to go deal with, what's his face's thing? Tristian, that was it. So who do we put in there instead of Tristian? I mean, who put Tristian in there instead of? Wait.
The dangers don't frighten me.
Yep, they're still dead. Oh, they're not.
Great goddess, receive your servant. He may not have been cleansed in life, but he served you loyally and faithfully until his dying breath.
This is folly. The goddess has abandoned us. We're just wasting our time.
Haven't you read the letter? The faithful writes that the kingdom still lives. The hero will kindle the grace of the goddess and save us.
Where? In Dunsward? What about us? What about these lands? This torch has been burning the entire time. What fuel are they putting in there?
I'll try to escape their view.
Which knife to use?
I shall end this suffering.
That hurts? Good.
Good start, knock knock. Oh yeah, I have a sword.
You offend me.
It's the queen! Attack her! I can't do you any good. Side note, attacking a monarch and society is still perfectly valid as an option. Oh yeah, I completely forgot to check Tristanian spells. Sorry, Amiri.
Taste my fury.
Oops.
Your time is over.
This is a message from the First Faithful. Looks like he's gathering his followers at a new location.
Okay, they really just have that many ever-burning torches, I guess. Wrinkled piece of paper. Subjects of the Kingdom of the Cleansed, the great legacy of Our Lady yet lives. So long as the Queen draws breath, a curse hangs over us all. Leave your poisoned lands, abandon your houses, and go east. There in the lands lies an ancient of the ancient giants. The spark of the kinging still lingers. I will fan it into a great flame, will burn the impure and cleanse the world of filth. The goddess demands the sacrifices and prayers in the city of the Hollow Eyes. Keep your mouth closed and believe no one. Here then. On east. Okay, the city of Follow Wise. That sounds familiar. Oh yeah, it's up here. Strong Nation, project complete.
May we have a moment of respite?
Justinian special roll. Double HP rate. Okay, that's pretty good. Guess not knocked off guard duty then.
Hey Tristan, your goddess teaches mercy and forgiveness. But are there things you wouldn't be able to forgive?
Besides your bitter humor?
Okay, success. Lighter border control. Okay, 35% chance. Better than nothing, I guess. Okay, we have a fight on our hand.
Now you see me, now you don't.
Hold that fight back. Best kind
I
of
hate
fight.
this map. I just hate this map so much.
Any last wishes?
They go down!
Away, you rascal!
Yeah, this is one of the few maps with multiple levels of elevation. It's in the most annoying way possible.
This is where I step in.
Okay, and now we just have to spend like 20 minutes leaving.
I'll share my path. How cute!
Well, it's time for that. It's that time again. I think I'll carry on and check out this check out the city of Hollowwise. Stripped of feeling, people losing their emotions. Isn't good. Yeah, I'll actually make a detour, travel here to make some claims. Amy claim. Okay, let's go. Ruins Tower. I should investigate the ruin.
We set up camp.
No, I'll look in the Ruins Tower. Okay, failure. Any better at this than... Okay, still 0. Okay, Octavia has a 25% chance. Hey merchant, how's it going?
I hope my goddess hears me. Without her favor, we won't make it through these lands.
She hears nothing, or she wouldn't allow the things that fanatics do in her name. Or more likely, she simply doesn't care.
Yeah, so for those who need a reminder, Christian, the cleric, is well, he doesn't just worship Serene Ray, who's basically the local equivalent of Jesus. He's literally one of her angels who was turned into a human for shenanigans. And Kanara is a tiefling who was discriminated against by allegedly lawful good fanatics of Serene Ray for her demoniness. The ruins of the town loomed over the surrounding plains like a tombstone so old that time had worn away the epitaph, as well as the language it had been written in. Each crumbling step of the giant stairway was as tall as a grown man's chest, and a huge portal where the door once stood was wide enough for our entire party to walk abreast through. We decided to... Athletics. You like those odds? It was hard to imagine how tall the building must have been before crumbling under its own weight. It's possible that even the owners would have towered above us if they'd still been around. Even so, by using the cracks and pits in the stone wall, an experienced climber would likely be able to scale the tower. Amiri spat on her hands and swiftly climbed up one of the high ledges into the second floor. There, the walls had been deteriorated even further. They were covered with engravings, barely visible symbols of some ancient language. After catching her breath, she decided to... I can use athletics again, or... I'm going to use athletics again. Climbing higher and higher was no easy task. Amiri's fingers slipped on wet moss, and the rocks crumbled beneath her feet. Perched atop the shelf on the opposite wall, a large black raven watched Amiri ascend intently, clinging to the signs that were carved in the wall. It slowly began moving upwards. At last, she reached the top. An uneven stub was all that was left of the spire that must have once reached the lower clouds. Alas, there was no treasure to be found there, unless you were willing to count the magnificent view of the surrounding area. Finding out that she'd seen enough, Amiri descended. After that, we decided to turn away and leave. Yep, we'll have a look here too. Merchant, you're doing pretty alright. Excellent. Yeah, I'm wondering if I'd have gotten something from
Head down.
the knowledge wall check, but obviously Amiri didn't have an... Okay, this doesn't look good. It looks like this horse fell while trying to climb the rock. It must have been terrified of something to do try such a thing.
This is my time to shine.
Perception.
I'm good at this.
There's a deep hole in the ground made recently. At the bottom you can see a pile of bloody rags that looks like the remnants of some barbarian's clothes. That's not good. Okay, another dead horse. Horse's legs are covered with deep wounds. They seem to be bite marks, but the animal died by human hands. The throat had been neatly slit. The barbarian seems to have died from massive blood loss. Double wounds cover his body, even though his hand is still clutching a knife. Goods. Great Club. Durance. Enhancement +3. Deterrence. +3 Great Club grants the wieldy immunity to shaken and sickened conditions. It's handy. Belt of physical flow +4. Inscription on the stone is made with blood. The text says, running is no help. The grass betrays. Stay with me. Better to die than become food for. That's ominous. It's a bullet. The most classic of oh, not D&D. Ancient bullet. See, this is funny because we've all made successful stealth checks.
Not used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Make this quick.
Okay, so it can rage like a barbarian. Interesting.
Yeah. Hey.
Need to sneak attacks. Concealment.
Stand down.
Okay, what's its AC? Only 28. I'm just rolling badly. Okay. In. Summon monster 7. Boogeyman. No, that's not what I told you to do. Alright, out of actions to cast it. Oh, damn.
Protect me, please.
Don't tell me you forgot how to use it.
Be easy if you not fight back. Ooh, that one went deep.
Snake was fired.
Bring it!
Lindsay, you yourself. Get away. Tristian, what have you got? Oh yeah, summon the Bogeyman. Mysterious hat and all. Notice there's a naked zombie around somewhere. A barbarian with concealment. Blasphemy. Oh yeah, the concealment probably came from the weather, so it's gone now. Oh no. Oh, don't take that lying down, knock knock. That's the end of that. What have we got? Amulet, Mighty Fist +3. Warrior Dog Tag. In it. Bullet Bone Plates.
The dangers don't frighten me.
Wow. Mission complete, I guess. Which way's out?
I'll share my path.
To be fair, barbarians do have very effective concealment, in that there's very few people to perceive them after a short time. Deposit +2 to...
You've become a queen. Now your feats will surely ring around the world. My congratulations. It is a well-deserved reward.
Self-praise is unseemly, but still, what a nice coronation ceremony we held, don't you think? And the feast afterwards.
Oh. Seem to be dropping my phone a lot today. Hey, anyways, I'm just gonna check out what's in the city of Hollow Eyes, and I'll probably end the stream. There's Brain Mousy. Oh yeah, I remember this map now. Get some bandits and move in.
I wish there was another way.
You offend me.
Dawnflower, grant me strength.
Yes. Which knife to use? Yeah. Knife time.
Wait, what's happened to Amiri? Been blinded somehow. It's a predicament. Okay. Your blindness. Oh wait, I've got potions for your blindness. Exactly as planned.
Healing fire. I need your breath.
Your time is over.
Please stop trying to stab my cleric.
Oh, Sarenrae, I see your light.
Do you like it? Okay, past his fortitude save.
Knock-knock must be lighting enemies on fire first.
Just letting the ink dry.
these didn't look like cultists.
I'll scout ahead.
Anything is possible.
Esmo, accent, yes.
Yeah, I forgot about all the giants. Or the zombie giants, anyway. Okay, cultists, we're getting warm.
I don't tolerate threats.
Dawnflower, grant me strength. Oh, Saren Ray, I see your light.
Be easier if you not fight back.
Away, you rascal!
Tear them apart!
Serves you right.
Come here, Bax. Not gonna stab you.
Stand down.
They go down!
That's easy.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Yep, Lindsay, you're called forth to stop playing music. Barbarian was killed very recently.
Head down, move quiet. Ready to stab.
Come at me, I dare you.
Arati.
honestly.
Which knife to use?
Oh, Samurai, I see your light.
Nerlus, someone was killed here recently. How'd you know? Just trotted him.
You offend me.
Knock-knock's used to lighting enemies on fire first.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Dawnflower, guide my hand.
Bunch of them over here. Oh, yep, if you want to just bring yourselves to my barbarian, that's fine.
Bring it!
Came very close to a triple kill there.
Be easier if you not fight back.
Okay, better accommodation.
Your time is over. Fall, you knave.
Tear them apart! relax, not stab you.
You deserved it.
Okay, I think I might call it here. Just because even though it's a lot cooler than it's been the last few days, I'm still overheating somehow.
Adventures call to them.
It's probably still quite muggy. Again, it's I mean, it's not exceeded 20 degrees Celsius today, but yeah, it's quite muggy in the air, and to be fair, the sun was shining into my room earlier, so. Oh, anyways. Switched to the break screen by accident there. Thanks as always for dropping by, and we'll just find someone to raid. I'll be back on Wednesday. More Pathfinder, so we'll just pick up here. Yep, you have a good one too, no less. Let's see, Nettie's streaming Tell Me Why. Canuda's playing some Warhammer. Yeah, it's been a while since I've raided Canuda, so I'll give them a raid. So, yep, I'll see you on Wednesday for more Pathfinder. Thursday, I'll be streaming possibly Letters Inception if I feel up to it, because I've got a very busy day at work. And definitely more of the Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog with Nick and Goggles, which will be some nice deranged fun. And then Friday, I think, is more Nordmark. I think it's the start of a quest being GM'd by Ben. That's likely to be another long journey one. That'll be interesting. But yep, with that, I don't have much else to say. Oh yeah, I'm on Blue Sky now as BisectedBrioche if anyone wants to follow me. But yep, aside from that, thanks for dropping by. And we're going to, if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment and subscribe. And we're going to raid in 3, 2, 1, let's go.